invalid, elastic, poaching off the granted. Habits break habits, I used to do a backflip. Lavish is savage, can't tell he'll be invalid. How quick meets how sure, how slick gets stuck more. How much can I take, starts lacking, we cut lords. It runs course to done for, bars sick, active thinkers unroll matted carpets to cover the whole floor. We let robots take our voices and information, but won't let humans take a melody due to copyright. You pay some poor bastard a one-time fee and own his soul and life and won't let a mixtape slide. Y'all are straight up devils with no conceptualization of what remix culture is. If you believed in paying dues, you pay people for the voices you're stealing every time a robot gets used. Lawyers and lawmakers are filthy thieves like the best artists be. You point at a DJ or club and ask him for fees, locking down radio waves. You have complete control over what media we see and mediate between yourselves toward which pimp or prostitute you're gonna plant next in the industry to corrupt our youth and have sex with children that are underage so they can get on stage. I'm a despicable person, but you make me look like an angel. I mean, I get it. Time and resources went into hundreds of MCs that could barely recoup. You have to make a profit somehow. You do it through reuse. I guess it makes sense, except there were different expectations on the other foot. Collecting digital images of passerby entering the New York subway lines, I doubt it's for any good. How easy would it be to set somebody up or steal their bank account or personality? You literally have 1 million pictures for likeness and replication to amplify something that isn't humanity. Copyright infringement's inhumane, and plagiarism isn't cool? I mean, you said I couldn't do it in school, but the president did it, and he plays a major part in making it breaking the rules. If I have money, I can get away with anything, huh? I could buy a robot replicant of somebody's husband or wife, convince them with doctored evidence they're being unfaithful and ruin both of their lives. I mean, don't we have that saying, 2 birds, 1 stone? How many birds can I peg? I bet I could open up an aviary with that type of ability to influence the masses through dread. Hasn't that been done before with propagandistic images? Why would I think you're any better? Why would I think you're any different? I mean, atomic energy was used as a bomb before it was used constructively. We got more prisoners now than we ever did slaves, but you're gonna act more honorably? I can tell we rock with narcissistic covenants. Our head is pretty much the entire dark triad. If I believe being conventional would fix anything, I'd shut down the entire STEM program and downgrade train systems back to the tram. I go back in time the way your love for nostalgia suggests we should. I'd put children back in factories and remix bread with soot. I mean, you love the 20s, don't you want to eat sawdust? Aw, come on, son, I'm making breadcrumbs, you making billions. You should try to get by, not enough. The fasting diet that I'm supplied with is more reliable for clearing cancerous trenches and swamp ass. Disastrous lessons through mishap. The poor pass more fast at the bottom as stress divides the days and quarters and not halves. Speaking of not halves, you got watts. Why not use artificial intelligence to lead a class while the pathetic ratio of teachers we have guide the students whose time is lost getting put to the back, coming up dead last when seating is pre-arranged from day one. Your pie chart for success should look more like a polygraph with how fast the kid in front can catch a false positive reading for being primed and ready if you reverse the order in which your voice reached the group. Look, your mind has wandered already. A quiet speech needs a boost. Habits break habits, is God but a facet? Why am I abandoned, graded and grafted? Donated chances, we happy we back in? Of course there's remorse that soars through the scores when the source isn't dragging. A cry for help gets no chorus when the sick misses health and the bed becomes a coffin. The mocking sensation, the sobbing turns to laughing, consistently compensated with new plastic to get wrapped in. We finally beat Medicare. Talking heads fall asleep on the megaphone. The nuclear subs, they aren't there. Can a parasite become a symbiote? You say you love Jesus, then you hate Jesus. I only sell Christ, but don't do as he pleases. I mean, I get a dog, you can hear my wheezes. I ain't no stranger to mental diseases. The future of our nation ain't no 9 to 5, it's a gig economy, taking little bites at a terabyte. Can a part-time fighter last a full 11? Going for the belt to get sent to heaven. 1 verse 1, free speech like payola. We constantly praise the state getting taxed by the big guy while getting shortchanged. Construction workers need a therapist and God to keep their wives' faith, climbing scaffoldings without a safety net or a neck brace. I'm a dingbat who cannot bring back a good man afflicted, waiting on inheritance or injury compensation check. It's nice to see idle hands gain recompense for the wreck they're in, but a drinking habit makes a greater mess. You need your heart and lungs, but your thighs will bring you closer to your friends. I know we haven't talked, phasing out of touch. If we took a walk together, we'd have less regrets. I'm not upset. If you weren't possessed, you'd accept us how we were, then prepare for how we'll be. Nepotism is illegal, but reoccurs on the beat. These scholars need an in, or their wisdom recycles externally, eternally. Egress, I'm here earlier, but can't put it on my timesheet to earn. That's some bad company. You think bastards won't continue to lie about overtime? They got overseers overseas peering into their mind while snitches get their asses clipped by basket cases that will have to do time for rage, running rampages, trying to feed addictions without wages. Waging war while creating sorcerers and tall mages, meaning high off the gourd, not the Lord, I'm absorbed between graces. What's a leader with 4 faces? Pledge allegiance to these cases. Maybe abortion is murder, but rich women will go where it's legal while poor women will incorporate real evil to achieve the same result. If you spoke with real people, you know a man has no right to declare when and where to raise a yoke. Come on, bloke. Nobody wants to wear a rubber, it's rare. And we all want to have a mother that cares, but we don't carry the same burden inside of our stairs. So how can you declare which direction is best to prepare for a family or a famine? You're obligated to make the rules fair. Demons don't long for lust, they love to despair. Cause trust makes guts repair. Doubt clouds the ether, share net and wealth while you can until you get run down by a bone white mare. rabbits break habits. It all comes to pass. We can feel brims of gladness, sadness, the madness. I wish you concede. There's more to this than passion. Fashion, reaction, a whole, not a fraction. You're way too reactive. Slow down and get practice. Climbing up the brackets. It isn't just a racket. Our words can make us magic. Which, like its tax, depends on extended tactics for modest of operation. That isn't more than the bond Alpha and Omega crafted.
The Recording Industry Association of America filing copyright infringement lawsuits today against two separate companies, accusing them of training their AI models on copyrighted music without permission and then spitting out AI-generated music that essentially sounds like other artists.
He says, quote, our technology is transformative. It is designed to generate completely new outputs. That's a key word, transformative. Because in order to be able to say, we created this output in these songs based upon fair use, it has to be a transformative work. And what legislation means by transformative is it has to be used differently than the original intent of it. And so this is what these music ad companies are standing on, which is it's a new transformative work, not the original.
Qualifying as fair use.
And for years now, Internet Archive has been engaged in a process that digitizes and disseminates and archives
various music recordings that are just basically on old 78s. However, a good share of that music is actually by very popular artists who are quite marketable and continue to be industry cash cows. This entire story, from front to back, this lawsuit is totaling up to hundreds of millions of dollars.
Supposedly he's got a lawyer with $25,000 in a brown paper bag.
Follow the money.
What do you mean? Where?
Oh, I can't tell you that.
But you could tell me.
No, I have to do this my way.